You ever hear someone talk for 18 minutes and somehow manage to dodge saying anything specific? That's what this Nueva pitch felt like. Less launch plan, more motivational smoke machine. And if you've ever been told that criticism means you're just growing too fast for others to handle, buckle in. Because this isn't just about toxic positivity, it's about the blueprint behind MLM leader manipulation in real time. Disclaimer. Hello, squirrels, narrowkin lurkers, and especially you Huns clinging to a legacy. I'm DC, your autistic MLM dropout, and today we're diving into a live stream from Nueva co-founder Tony Zolecki, the same Tony who was a huge leader in Modere right up until the shutdown scandal of 2025.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
This video is supposed to be motivational, but what we're really getting is a playbook on how MLM founders rebrand ego as leadership and silence as strength. When MLM founders rebrand motivational shame as leadership, what they're really building isn't empowerment, it's emotional manipulation dressed in legacy talk and lighting filters. Ugh. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey everybody, Tony Zolecki here, and today we're going to be talking about a subject that sometimes makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
Let's just say that I'm uncomfortable with the whole scenario.
And I know it made me uncomfortable for years and years and years until I got thick skin and really looked at this with a different lens, and I got a different perspective. So as you're coming on, let me know if you're new to the channel. Tell me where you're watching from today. I would love to see that. But again, if people aren't talking about what you're doing, if you're not like having all this stuff happen, you're not building big enough. We're going to give you some different ideas on kind of how I see this and just how you can understand it better. But more importantly, things that will really make you feel more confident, will really put you back on track if you fell off track, right?
I think we've gotten off track somewhere.
Will really give you more empowerment and just where you can sit back and go, oh, you know what? Man, Tony brought it today. And that's what I needed to hear. So if you're feeling good, give me a fire emoji right now in the comments and let's get this thing started. So let's talk about the first thing. Criticism is confirmation you're on the right track.
Criticism is confirmation you're on the right track because your growth reflects what others aren't doing right now. That's a false cause plus martyrdom flex. Tony, what is the post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy or false cause? Believing that because one event happened after another, the first event caused the second. For example, I joined the MLM and then got a promotion, so the MLM must be responsible for my success. What is the argumentum ad martyrdom fallacy? Claiming that suffering or sacrifice proves your idea is right or worthwhile. For example, I gave up everything to join this opportunity, so it has to be amazing. Ah yes, the MLM version of haters make me famous. A healthy leader sits with criticism, Tony. This is just I'm rubber, you're glue, but in a faux empowerment speech. Sometimes people having dissenting opinions provides you with meaningful information since you're the one starting a multi-level marketing company, Tony. And the Nazgul 9? We know there's 9 of the Nazgul, but some of y'all aren't familiar with Lord of the Rings, so that's neither here nor there.
And that makes them very uncomfortable. You know that, right? So listen, I know a lot of times you're going to hear stuff and you're going to get criticism and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, should I keep doing this? Oh my gosh, should I keep growing this fast? Should I keep building this big? Should I keep disrupting everything that I'm doing? And the answer is yes. Again, because you're growing, because you're crushing, because you have gone to a new level in life and in your business, it's what other people aren't doing. So it makes them really, really uncomfortable to watch you shine, to watch you do big things, to watch you just go to a level that they've never seen you at before.
No.
Now, in my opinion, what they should be doing is loving all over you, saying, man, way to go. Man, that story and what you're doing is so inspiring. Man, you're motivating me. wow, I was really playing small and now I'm watching you. And now I think I can do more with my life. I can do more with my family. I can do more with my community. I can do more with my business. That's what they should be saying, in my opinion. But here's the real truth when it comes to this stuff. They're not going to. So just know criticism is great confirmation. Keep going. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Obscurity is the real enemy. If no one's noticing you today in the marketplace, you're probably not moving loud enough, fast enough.
Sometimes you just wonder how people end up at the top of a pyramid. If no one's noticing you today in the marketplace, you're probably not moving loud enough, fast enough, blah, blah, blah. Appeal to popularity, Tony. What is the bandwagon fallacy, or appeal to popularity? Arguing that something is right simply because many people are doing it. For example, millions have joined this program, so it can't be that bad. Volume isn't value. If it were, my kazoo would be CEO. Constant activity equals worth. If you stop, you're failing. Classic cult pressure tactic, in my opinion.
Doing the things, hey, how you doing, my friend? I'll get a hold of you really, really soon. But if you're not doing it at a crazy level, if no one's noticing you, you're probably not doing it like you should be doing it. So again, you want people to notice you. You want people to be talking about you. You want people to be, sharing your stuff or saying,
I think my copyright strike would argue that point, Tony, but continue.
and oh my God, did you see so-and-so? Do you see what they're doing now? Oh my God, do you see what they're making happen? Do you see, what they're doing in their videos? Are you seeing all the, stuff that's going on right now? Hey, Michelle, how you doing? That is a good thing. So you want to be noticed.
What?
So I always looked at that when I first got in my business, years and years ago. No one ever noticed me. No one was ever talking about me. No one was ever throwing shade or criticism or throwing anything at me because I wasn't doing much. I was just kind of getting by. And then when you start ruffling feathers, but it's because you're out there making it rain. You're out there shaking the trees to see what falls. You're out there doing what most people won't do today. So you got to be okay with that. Like what I learned early on when I got involved, hey, Steph, what's going on in my business? Is they said, Tony, other people's opinions will either break you or make you. Let me say that again. Other people's opinions will either break you or make you. And you know what? They broke me a lot when I first got started in the business. You know why? Because I was like, oh my gosh, man, they're saying mean things about me. Oh my gosh, they're pointing the finger at me. Oh my gosh, they're making up stories.
What?
Oh my gosh. What? And here's what you need to know. Let other people's opinions make you stronger, make you grow faster, make you go help more people, make you go inspire the world, make you create better videos, make you create a better company, make you create better systems, make you create better personal development and paths that you're on to win. Let it make you. Don't let it break you. You know what I mean? Who cares what people think? They've already think what they think of you.
I mean, the FTC and the FDA. You may want to care about what those people think.
Anyways, they just haven't told you yet. So it doesn't really matter, right? Now, here's another thing I want to talk about because it's really, really important to get this. Most people only talk down to what they don't understand.
What?
So if they knew what you were building, guess what? They'd be asking you, how do I join you? How do I partner with you? How do I lock arms with you? But most people, they talk down to what they don't understand.
They have no understanding of me and I have no understanding of them.
So again, give them some grace because a lot of times they have no clue. They have no understanding of the mission you're on, of the journey you're on.
I may not understand the mission that you're on, Tony. I definitely understand the unethical compensation plans in all of multi-level marketing. I definitely understand that. I also understand that false copyright strikes are not good. Talk to YouTube.
Of this whole road that you're blazing right now, this trail you're blazing, they don't understand. Because if they understood, they'd be all over you to say, get me in. I want to be a part of it. Holy smokes. Look at
Tony, I'm so sorry I'm yawning. It's not you. It's me.
Yarning with young, what's his name, McQueen in his compartment.
you go. So you got to just give them some grace. And listen, if they want to understand, they'll take some time to understand. If they don't want to understand, guess what? It's okay too. You got to be okay with that. Because here's what I know after doing this for over 30 years is all that matters is what you do, what you control, what you go and, put out in the marketplace today, how you do it. If you watch, kind of my story, I do it with a lot of integrity. I do it with a lot of high values and character and, you know what I mean? I'm not into like roasting people and gossiping and making up stories and having me go down to a level that some of those people are at today. I don't play those games, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm rolling at this kind of level and someone's rolling down here and all their whole goal in life is to be negative and to create drama up and to really not be a beacon of light, you know what? Why would I go down to that level?
He said, if I roll in at this kind of level and someone's rolling down here, why would I go down to that level? That's ad hominem framing. What is the ad hominem fallacy? Instead of addressing the facts, someone attacks the person making the argument. For example, when a critic questions the MLM's promises, a defender snaps, only a loser would question our MLM. Tony really said, I'm too high vibe to acknowledge critics. This isn't leadership, it's fragile image control wrapped in legacy language. Talking about levels, can I just direct your attention to, so we have this little light cover that's copper, whatever, and you see the space from the grout to the top of the light plate cover, all right? And if we zoom back out and we go to zoom into this one, can I just ask you a question? This is on the same line. How come this one's so low? Your towel guy y'all. Is that going to make MLMs more ethical? No. Does it make them less ethical? No. Can I stop staring at it? Also, no.
Here's another thing. A lot of times, it's not about you being liked by everybody. You're here to lead. You know what I mean? Leaders disrupt the norm. Somebody put that in the chat.
Leaders disrupt the norm.
They stir the pot. They don't shrink for anybody. They don't hear something and go, oh my gosh, I gotta quit. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop working so hard. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop doing big events. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop going live. Oh my gosh, I gotta throw the towel in. Oh my gosh, I gotta not run at a level I'm running at. Leaders don't do that. Listen, everyone's not gonna like you. You gotta be okay with that. You know what I mean? As long as you like yourself, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? People wonder why I did drugs and alcohol for so long in my life. I didn't like myself. I didn't know how to deal with the stuff that I was feeling. You know what I mean? And that was me. That was nobody else. Nobody made me do anything. But I didn't like myself. I didn't know how to deal with it, how to cope with it, how to work through the stuff. That's why I used and drank a lot, right? So again, when you're building a business and you're doing big things, and whether it's in your community, whether it's network marketing, whether it's a traditional company, whether it's whatever, just know you're not going to be liked by everybody. And that's okay. That's part of the deal. And guess what? All you need to do is lead at a level that really blesses more people than anybody else in the marketplace today.
What?
And you need to lead at a level that helps more people than any other people in the marketplace today. You know, the safe thing for Sarah and I to do was 5 weeks ago, go join a typical network marketing company. That would have been the safe thing for Sarah and I to do, to go fit in with everybody else, to go fit in with the norm, to go and just, raise our hand and say, okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. And you know what we did?
I'm here with my bridge contract. Oh, wait, that wasn't them. My bad. Sorry.
The exact opposite. We did the most challenging, the most hardest thing you could ever do, which was create a company from scratch with a bunch of amazing people around us.
And it's very pick-me energy. Oh, what did we do? We did the hard thing, and the hard thing was the best thing. Appealed at martyrdom. What is the argumentum ad martyrdom fallacy? Claiming that suffering or sacrifice proves your idea is right or worthwhile. For example, I gave up everything to join this opportunity. So it has to be amazing. Just because you're doing the hard thing doesn't mean that that makes it the right thing. We did the most challenging, the most hardest thing you could ever do, which was create a company from scratch. That's appeal to martyrdom. Again, the translation, if I sweat, you can't question it. Cult tactic. We suffered for this is used to deflect critique. It's not leadership, it's guilt leverage.
A bunch of amazing people around us. So it's not just Sarah and I, it's a bunch of awesome people that made this work, and then get on a path to really start sharing the vision of what that business was going to be, what those products were going to look like, what the comp plan was going to look like, what the brand was going to be, how it would really, spread its wings globally. And we put in 12,000 people collectively the last 5 weeks because we got really clear.
Did you get really clear on taking your old downlines to your new company? Oh, sorry. I'm sure that's not what you meant. Just as a reminder, Tony, or whoever works for Tony, or whoever keeps slapping my Nueva videos, this is commentary. This is my opinion. And also, I'm reacting to a video that's live that Tony posted publicly. Tony said, we put in 12,000 people collectively the last 5 weeks. Bandwagon fallacy and suppressed evidence. What is the bandwagon fallacy, or appeal to popularity? Arguing that something is right simply because many people are doing it. For example, millions have joined this program, so it can't be that bad. What is the suppressed evidence fallacy? Intentionally leaving out evidence that contradicts your argument. For example, highlighting only a few MLM success stories while ignoring the many failures. Tony, okay, but how many of those 12,000 people have customers? Oh wait, there's no customers in Nueva yet. Commissions? I don't think that's even started yet. At the time of this video, maybe that's changed. A clue? Metric misdirection. High signups with no product clarity is not success, it's chaos.
Because we got really clear. And guess what? You think we were liked by everybody? You think we were applauded by everybody?
Sure.
You think,
No.
People were just like, oh my gosh, you guys are the most amazing people ever. Yeah, some were, but there were some that weren't.
Anti-MLM?
We're okay with that, okay? Because I know.
I like he was like, we're okay with that, shaking his head. Are you okay with that, Tony? Tell me more. Tell me more.
After doing this for 30 years, you're not going to be liked by everybody. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And you've got to figure that out too. Because there's no more frustrating thing that I see from people is that when they have a goal and they're on a mission and they're doing great things and they're doing work that, man, you should just be applauded for every single day. And then they get some.
Rather than get applauded, I'd rather get paid a living wage for what I am doing, which you do not get. MLM is 100% commission-based only. So tell me more, Tony.
Nasty stuff thrown at them. And then they stop doing all the great things they were doing. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Why did you stop?
And here comes the cliff.
Why'd you throw in the towel?
He said it's nothing but a pyramid scheme.
You're not going back to mediocrity. You're not throwing your dreams away. You're not throwing your goals away. You're not giving up. You're not gonna try to go fit in with the norm. That's not who you are.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
what you're all about. That's not the story that we need to be telling about you and your awesomeness and your amazingness and everything you do to help so many people win every single day. That's the story. So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Be strong enough where you say, hey, you know what? If it's coming at me, I'm doing something. If they're talking about me, I'm doing something. If they're making up.
You're doing something. Is it good or is it bad? Oh, wait, you don't know because you're not listening to the critique. Business owners listen to dissenting opinions reasonably. You can start to sift through them and say, oh yeah, that's meaningful. This is meaningful. This isn't. But they have to actually listen to what customers are saying about their business, or just critics are saying about their business. Maybe someone walks into a store and they look around and they have awful experiences with the staff. And the business owner reads the review. Yeah, that person didn't buy anything, but they entered into the space and they looked around and they left and described their experience online in a review. Or maybe that person took the time to talk to the manager, owner at the store. Mr. Sir over here, Tony, is one of the founders of Nueva, and he is refusing to listen to any of the dissenting opinions. Fine. Stick your head in the sand, Tony.
You stick your head in the sand, because that's what people like you do.
Stories about me, I'm doing something. If they're putting all this AI craziness stuff out there about me, they're scared. I've got a lot of people that say, Tony, does this bother you that, this is happening over here? How you doing, my friend? This is happening over here.
AI.
People are doing this. People are saying this. People are creating this. People are lying about this. People are saying, I go, no. I said it used to. It doesn't bother me anymore because it just confirms for me, what's up, Ruben, that I'm on the right path.
Oh,
that
God.
I'm doing the things I need to be doing, that I'm making stuff happen. I was going to say something else, but I wasn't going to say that. I'm making stuff
You're
happen.
making happen.
And that's how you got to look at it too. Here's the last thing I want to talk about. Legacy will always be louder than gossip. You get that? Legacy will always be louder than gossip.
Well, maybe that's the real Gates family legacy. Sons who disappoint their fathers.
Let them talk today, and then they'll be talking a year from now on how to be partnered with you, how you did it, how you succeeded, how you did, the impossible, right? And that's okay too, because there's waves of people that come in and out of your life. And here's what I know. When you're doing something so big, so disruptive, so innovative, so out of the box thinking, so high at a level most people can't comprehend, they just kind of look at you and go, wow, what the heck?
What the heck is that?
What made you do that? How did you come to that decision? And most people just can't get it. They don't understand it. And then once it works and once it blows up, they're like, oh, I knew you were going to do it all along. I knew you were going to.
Oh my God, what a great screen grab. Once it works and once it blows up, they're like, oh, I knew you'd make it. Post hoc ergo propter hoc and no true Scotsman. What is the post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy, or false cause? Believing that because one event happened after another, the first event caused the second. For example, I joined the MLM and then got a promotion, so the MLM must be responsible for my success. What is the no true Scotsman fallacy? When faced with a counterexample, someone redefines the group so that the counterexample doesn't count. For example, no true member of our MLM would ever question our methods. If you do, you're not one of us. That's not a legacy, it's revisionist history with a selfie filter. Reinvention after success to shame the doubters is a cult tactic. MLMs love this.
Wrong! I knew you were going to be successful from the beginning. No, you didn't. Stop lying.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, as I believe you did on that day.
No, you didn't. You did not. You know what I mean? You're telling me now because of the success, but you didn't believe it in the beginning, and that's okay. Here's what you need to be okay with. This is why I want to do this live today, is that it bothers me more than anything today when people let other people's opinions and let other people saying what they're saying, doing what they're doing, get you to be unmotivated, gets you to be lazy, gets you to be complacent, gets you to stop aspiring, gets you to stop building, gets you to stop growing, gets you to stop, scaling in the best positive way.
And long-winded.
Ever. That's what bugs me, because most people in the world today are just going to get by. And by the time they get to their 65, 70, 75, whatever that number is, they're going to depend on friends, family, and the federal government to take care of them.
Tell me more. Actually, don't. I could have just done a whole video reacting to that comment. He said, most people are just going to get by. Depend on friends, family, and the federal government. Slippery slope fallacy and the appeal to fear. What is the slippery slope fallacy? Arguing that one small step will lead to a chain of extreme negative events without proper evidence. For example, join our MLM today or you'll be stuck in a dead-end job forever. What is the appeal to fear fallacy? Using scare tactics to convince you of something, even if the fear is wildly exaggerated. For example, if you don't invest in this MLM, you'll end up broke and forgotten. Ah yes, join an unlaunched MLM or live in a cardboard box.
Why am I sitting in this cardboard box?
No pressure. I don't know. The economic doom pitch at the end, I'm not here for it, Tony.
to take care of them and to help them and to assist them and to really give them everything so they can keep living and succeeding in their life. And when you look at the 3% that swims upstream when everyone's going downstream, that takes on challenges and obstacles when everyone just goes to the flow with
Where'd you get that percentage from?
challenges and obstacles, with really people doing the impossible versus doing what's comfortable. You know, that's what it's all about. And you're never going to get to where you want to get to in life, in my opinion, if you don't go all in, if you don't go for it, if you don't just go, you know what? I deserve it. My family deserves it. I put in the time. I've earned this time. I've earned this moment. Like, this is my moment to go. This is my moment to scale. Like, it is your moment. And you'll never know how good you can be. You'll never know how much potential is really inside of you. You'll really never know how much skills and how much vision and how much awesomeness you have inside of you if you don't try, if you don't swing for the fences, if you don't just go on a mission.
I don't mean to laugh at everything he says. I'm laughing out of nervous energy. I'm laughing because I think some of the things he says some of the things are ridiculous.
You sound so ridiculous.
He said you'll never know how good you can be unless you try. That was a condensed version. You can go back and listen to him if you want to. Logical fallacy, leap of faith. What is the leap of faith fallacy? Believing something is true without any real evidence, just based on a gut feeling. For example, I just feel this MLM will change my life, so it must be true. I mean, sure, but maybe don't try with your cousin's downline in a company with no product yet. He uses grief to pivot into hype, and that's not inspiration, it's emotional redirection.
Told me, man, you're a maniac on a mission, Tony. And they said that in a positive way to me. I go, you're right. I am a maniac on a mission.
Oh,
because
God.
I know we only have a certain amount of time physically to be here on this planet. You know, and it came to me dead on 2 years ago when I lost my sister to a massive heart attack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then it was really someone extremely close to me, a family member, someone I love with all my heart, and just every piece of me is inside of her, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, we don't have a lot of time. We're all living on borrowed time anyways. So go do something that freaks out everybody. And as you do it with class. Do it with the biggest smile on your face. Do it where you can go out there and just rise above the craziness. So I hope you got some value out of this. If you got some value, let me know in the comments. Tag some people to this that need to hear this, see this, learn from this. You got some team members, whatever business they're in, and they could use this content. They could use kind of what I was talking about to have them learn and grow and just be stronger. Tag them to it. Share this out. And thank you for sharing it, and thank you for tagging people to it. And if you want more information on my business, Nueva, we're getting so close to starting to order products, ship products, pay commissions. It's going to be phenomenal when that moment comes. But we're so close to that right now. Just get a hold of me. I'll send you some information you can take a look at. Just shoot me a DM and go do this, man. Go do whatever.
Tony, the pitch is 18 minutes long and still ends with, just message me. What are we doing here? One-on-one recruiting equals isolation equals pressure equals predictable.
Supposed to be doing right now in life, and go do it. And don't just do it to get by with everybody else. Do it at a different level and do it at a different notch. And I'll tell you what, if you really do that, you will be thanking yourself, and it will be the best decision I promise you ever made. If you want more help on this, just reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to give you some more tips on this as well. Thanks, Ruben. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
We did it. I hate to ask because I don't think there's anything that we've learned, but what did we learn today, class?
You didn't learn a damn thing, did you?
Motivational shame is not leadership. Manipulating criticism into confirmation bias doesn't make your legacy louder. It makes your ethics quieter.
I don't need a lecture on ethics.
Have you ever been told that you were just too big for your haters to handle? Yeah, you might have been in an MLM. Let me know in the comments, what's the most legacy-flavored MLM pitch line you've ever heard? I'll go first. Mine was, if people aren't criticizing you, you're playing too small. I guess we just heard that today, but what up, Tony? Okay. And should I start offering kazoo of confirmation bias alerts? Because I think yes. This script needed one just playing throughout. Did you like this video? Do you like exposing multi-level marketing and cults and scams? Smash the like button like it's a fake income claim. Drop your thoughts below. Share this with your favorite recovering boss babe. And if you're feeling spicy, hit subscribe. Ring the bell so you don't miss the next time a legacy builder forgets what a product is. Remember, we don't drink the Kool-Aid here, we analyze the ingredients. I'll see you next time. Deuces, huns.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat.